Hello and welcome back, everyone, here to the CEVO MLG Pro League Season 8. We've got FlipSid Tactics versus Property. And this will be the pick of Property, but a map they picked begrudgingly. I don't think they really wanted to be playing Overpass today in this series, but that being said, it's not really an amazing map for either of these teams. Inferno was pretty closely fought. As you can see in the bottom right there, 19-17 was the score, with FlipSid winning it in overtime. But here we go on to Property. What do you make of this, Dust?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is definitely another one of the heavy CT-sided maps in the rotation, but then again, Inferno didn't play out that way at all whenever we watched it just now, so I'm not even sure I can kind of rely on that as being something to kind of use as thinking that the CT-sided team should be, getting a good amount of the rounds with FlipSid starting on the CT side. That should, bode well for them to have a good start. But again, as you noted, though, not like any of these teams are particularly well known for their overpass. But I think overall, FlipSid Tactics is the better team in general, and we did see them have like a recent one overpass in the last couple of weeks that looked pretty good. I think it was against SK. So yeah, I mean, I slightly favor them to just go ahead and win the series here, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. As Property are looking to attack the safe onside pretty quick, and World Edit shutting it down so far.
And he might continue to do so in further rounds. So if we see him pull that op out again, he was willing to use it on both sides of Inferno, which you don't often see the Terrace pick up the op all that often.
Right.
But here's Robin trying to go into the B site. He's pretty far up, I mean, on his own towards that column, trying to get rotations. Oh, Moff whiffing some shots. Berg will be able to clean him up. Now Moff working and trying to clear out the truck. Bondik is behind that, actually reloading, and there's a Blade from Bank who will strike them. Bondik, who had just reloaded, able to peek out and get Benji, who will all fall onto Berg. He'd have to ace to win the round, and he will be unable to do so.
Yeah, so there you have it, FlipSid Tactics. A pretty solid pistol round victory there. They were never really at risk of dropping that one, it seems, and we'll see Bondik already pulling out the Silence M4. A couple of FAMASs coming out as well. One SMG on Dab cost. Surprised they're so rifle heavy with no bomb plant.
Yeah, with
there.
the bomb not going down. I mean, I guess pretty long range, depending on where you play in B. Like if you stay up in the window, you're not in too much danger.
That's true, and of course, World Edit just being super conservative because he wants to get that op out. Maybe even next round. I don't know. The way he just picked up this the P250 here, definitely being actually no, he didn't buy anything, did he? Just using the P2K.
Yeah, he was pretty confident in the rest of his team to get through this. World Edit will spot out towards long. Boom actually doesn't have head armor, but that P2K is not going to be too useful at these long ranges, and now World Edit's got himself into a fairly awkward spot. Stuck by the signage, and does flash and is able to retreat out to behind the sight boxes here. Now Blade will take over with that. Oh, he's got one of the new ones, the Survivor Z FAMAS. This thing does look pretty sick.
Yeah, and it's just like Property just getting held off. A lot of counter nades coming in. They wanted to hit the save bomb site probably much faster, but they just keep getting held off again and again. But Blade does go down, but World Edit's there to recycle that. FAMAS, he's still sitting inside the site. He's able to get one, but Property's still overrunning things with these Tech 9s. And they will get the bomb planted here, but Markelov, that's a big couple of kills. Now they have a 2v2 retake situation on their hands.
Yeah, no kits, but they're here with a lot of time to spare. Where? I don't even know. Oh, he's behind the like the bathroom connector wall. Okay, so both these guys for Property are playing in bathroom. Oh, Davkos will peek out, find one real quick with that MP9. Berg gonna peek through the fire, try to do something unexpected. Was hoping to see someone on the bomb. Hoping to see those new wires that were patched into the game. He'll try to peek out and look for it. Does end up getting them both. But unfortunately, a second too late. You can see him kind of shaking his mouse back and forth in frustration.
Yeah, World Edit, so conservative with his money. He has plenty here.
It's a costly round for the CTs.
It was costly. There's a lot of rebuying going on. In fact, Bondik just on the P90 there. Same with Blade. They even have more SMGs on this round than the round you'd expect them to have the SMGs.
And those are more expensive than FAMAS anyways.
So, yeah, kind of crazy stuff. Yeah, it is weird they wouldn't just get FAMASs. I wonder what they're... I guess Blade is playing a pretty aggressive position with the P90, but does get caught with the nades. I mean, he put it in one of the spots where it could have the most impact, but...
But it also went in alone, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all weird. That whole buying philosophy was just kind of odd.
Yeah, it was. And Team Property, I think it does actually make a lot of sense for them to buy here. That was a very costly round. They know the CTs are going to be completely broke. This is this is moderate risk, high reward. So there was no reason for Property not to force up on their, mid 3K. And they've got themselves into a really good spot. Bomb is not down yet, but a 4-on-2 just up against
Yeah.
Markelov and Davkost, each wielding one of the types of M4s.
Yeah, and Davkost just get caught. He was checking the long B tunnels, and Mob just slips on him there at short. Markelov does pick up Ramen, but he's still in a 1 versus 3. And I'm sure he'll just be looking to hold on to this thing and kind of concede around the property. So property will
They've
get
boosted it up.
Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit quicker jump on Markelov, I guess, than what he would expect. But he's nowhere near the area, so it doesn't really come into effect at all. And there you have it, though. I mean, property likely going to be forcing like a double save out of FlipSid Tactics.
Check out
so that's big.
Check out these animations. Look at that footwork.
You're going to watch him whip and then Nene?
Maybe. He might just throw down a Nene. Have you noticed also for the stanky leg, that's what we were calling it last night in one of our pugs we played on CEVO. Shout out to the CEVO client and pug system, which is free, by the way. Should check that out, CEVO.com. But without selling out, when people die, and sometimes their legs are just like stuck up in the air, it's really funny. I don't know if you've noticed it yet.
I have not, but I will keep my eye out for it.
Like if they die and they're like face down, like one of their legs will just be like bent at the knee, like straight up in the air. It's hilarious. And probably should be fixed because it looks like they make all these animations to make the game seem more realistic, and then one of the death animations is just utterly ridiculous. But here's a force buy from the CT's Markelov holding at barrels with that M4. Pretty good spot to put him in, but now the nades just go flying in, and he will fall. Was good for the one kill onto Benji. And yeah, Bondic just slithered on in there.
Yeah, he did. I mean, and no one picked up on that. Luckily, property falls back completely, so it won't have any impact. But if they would have kept hitting into B, the fact that he just slipped into the barrels like that and grabbed that M4, he could have just completely shut him down. But now property just playing a bit more cautious, realizing that there was a heavy stack kind of towards B, so they just needed to kind of back off, rework everything out. Moth does actually take down Bondic. Blade able to recycle the M4, but I mean, he's on such low HP. And so properties should still have this. And of course, FlipSid Tactics are going to be forced to save again next round. So, I mean, property are coming back into the game here pretty early.
Yeah, already doing quite a bit on their T side. It'll get them into a good spot. They should get up to 3 rounds with ease, then have another chance for 4 at a rifle round. And then who knows what could happen from there. I mean, if they get up to 5 rounds, that's pretty much work done on the T side, or maybe it'll be just like Inferno, the T side doing a bit better as Davkost. You know, if it wasn't for that flash, Robin would have been dead, straight up. And here's Blade, trying to hold on to this weapon on very low HP.
Right, TL. So, I mean, property, good winning that second round to just really put, FlipSid Tactics in such a rough situation. And yeah, Blade will retain this M4, it seems like, with relatively no problem. They're going to only have $1,900 coming in, though, next round, so they still can't really do anything off this 1 and 4. It's still going to be some type of play where they have to just kind of, put it in one spot, and Blade may not even get to save. He's getting flanked here. Just edges him out. Will be able to hide and tuck it in and save this M4, but again, that's really all they have to work with unless they decide to do something kind of crazy, but you got to be conservative at this point. You're not forcing that much of a rebuy at a property.
I was very scared for Blade right there. It was very tense. I thought for sure he was going to get shot in the back. And it makes it even tenser because the radar disappears after the time expires, which is really annoying, to be honest.
Is it tenser or more tense?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess. And it doesn't sound too bad. Like, obviously saying more better sounds really dumb. And you can say more tense or tenser. Isn't that the whole...
I don't know.
Reasoning?
Whenever you say tensor, it sounds like you're calling a Pokemon out or something like that. I don't know.
It actually does.
Like, I don't know.
What did I say? I don't even remember now.
Tensor.
I said Tensor?
Yeah, it sounds like
it's also a skateboard company. Just shout out
Is it?
to people who skateboard. Yeah, they make hardware and trucks. I have Tensor trucks.
That is true. Tensor, that's true.
It's
That's spelled like a Z-O-R though, right?
No, I think it was S-O-R.
And then Zor.
It's T-E-N-S-O-R. Tensortrucks.com. There you go. Best turn, best grind, best truck. What's up? The lightest truck ever. Hashtag skate Tensor. We're sponsored by Tensor.
Z-O-R, mate.
But ER might not be a word. Is it?
think we've dove really deep into that one.
Ooh, it's an anagram of the word earnest. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's definitely more tense.
That was the original question in the first place when we talked about skateboarding.
I'm going to land on more tense. All right, there we go. I mean, we're
Kevin really
paused.
just exploring the map here.
Yeah, there's
Really
actually
just
a,
giving
they
us
did
the
a good
full
job
show.
on Overpass. There's a lot of graffiti. I'm sure people have. Oh, I can't hear
Okay,
the
now
music. Okay, stop. I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Please. Yep, all over the place.
I have to buy a new keyboard now. Thanks, Kevin.
This flip side
That's coming
tactics
out of your
is-
paycheck.
Get paid?
I mean, no. Let's see.
As flip side here is still on the stay. They want to get aggressive here on the stairs and find a kill. M4 still in play on Blade as well, but they can't really collect that gun they got down off of Robin. They're getting sealed off here in the stairs with some good pressure from Property, and the bomb has made its way to the A-bomb site, and now Berg has picked up on those aggressor stairs, so they should now be able to clean up this round.
Yeah, so this is that situation we were talking about. Property should be able to get a third round with ease. Round 6 will be really, really big. That could be Property's ticket to a really strong T side if they get this next rifle round. It would then again put Flipside on that buy save rotation. It would let them get another, and Davkos and World Edit haven't got away with any rifles. Whoa, that body interacting with the door a bit oddly there. And Davkos now the last man up, taking some damage through the wall, and there you go. Berg will take him down. Only Robin to fall in this round. Very well played by Property.
Yep, but now we are going to see our first like true rifle round from Flipside Tactics. Well, that it will in fact have his op, which we know how good he can be with it. He did struggle on the CT side of Inferno. That is certainly true, but he had a good T half with it. And here on this map, Overpass is certainly a map where the op can really be put to good use, especially over on the A side. And so we'll see what type of impact he's going to be able to have here. So he will get pretty aggressive to start things off with inside the lower park, just looking for anybody who's trying to cross into party or from stairs into lower park here. They have 3 dedicated to B so far for Flipside Tactics. They did throw a little bit of pressure there, but now they're shifting that bomb into Fountain. And, you know, Berg is working himself up here at upper. Good bait set up here as well. That did take the first peek with the op, but Bondix tucked in the corner.
He is, and he's got World Edit supporting him, but a lot of times we never really see that support come to fruition. You'd think World Edit would be the one to throw the flash, but look at Berg peeking out, and Bondic in a 1-kill spot, can't find any. And now World Edit forced to fall back and tag down to very low HP. He's got 16 right now. Blade will slide on into position here behind the truck. The Molotov still holding those terrorists at long for a little while longer. Blade finds the one, but that's it. Benji will then take him down. More Molotovs flying. Markelov with a nice spray down stops that plan. It wasn't quite clear, and that could have been the crucial mistake on the round. It'll be Robin left in a 1 versus 3.
Right.
Bomb down within reach, but
Yeah, I mean,
that's
they're
too
so
far away.
Yeah, they're so well positioned here at this point for Flipside Tactics. It's going to be so hard for Robin to find an entrance into here. He does spam down Dave Costello. Well, that's pretty low on HP at Bank, and now he'll throw a flash over the building, which does catch Markelov, allowing him to shift over here to the other side. So you will look for Markelov. Doesn't hit his
really
shot.
low.
Yeah, at this point, he just can't win off the clock.
All right, World
there you
Edit
have it.
post. I thought for a second they would just both kind of slip into the shadows at 4 seconds on the clock. Then there's no possible chance he can win since he hadn't picked up the bomb yet. But
I mean, just a good recovery from Flipside Tactics. Things looked a little bit tough there when Bondic got caught over at the upper park, and then World Edit took so much damage, was forced to fall back, and really couldn't even be a factor in holding the site anymore. But you saw Blade able to get 1 nice kill, and then Markelov really made the key play there, slipping into Blade's same position after he fell. No one really picked that up from Property. He just sprays down 2 players trying to plant the bomb who were lined up, so that was just so key.
they tried to plant too early. One was still battling at Bank. The other guy tries to plant the bomb when he should have been looking at the truck. And they still had like 30, maybe even 35 seconds at that point. You get that kill or limit Markelov to 1, they probably win that round, and that was an important one. And obviously a big play for Markelov.
Yeah, they definitely didn't expect him to be there that fast. Like, he was just so quick into getting into Blade's old position and doing the work there. And now we just see Property just really, really committed to upper. They're actually boosting up and looking for something. World Edit has spotted it out, doesn't find any kills or anything like that, but now he finds one on the Benji, so good start here from Flipside.
Battle of the boosts. Not working out Property are trying real hard to make this boost look really cool. But World Edit just keeps picking them off. And yeah, World Edit will even see that player cross back. Will they expect Berg? Doesn't matter. Blade will find him, so Markelov, or World Edit, excuse me, out of danger there. Moth and Robin, we're trying to make some cool plays over towards long, but the rest of the team kind of fell all around them and left them with pretty much nothing here.
Yeah, I mean, World Edit really just kind of shut down everything that Property was trying to do this round. Blade also chiming in. Robin will get boosted up, and thanks to the new patch, they can't see World Edit's barrel there on the left side, but they still will throw an incendiary there to try to force him out, but I think it went too deep. The World Edit won't even take any damage from it, so he's not forced to move out of position, but Property just loses off the clock now. They do retain that op and AK, and they do have enough money to still get a buy-in here, so that's good. But FlipSid Tactics, ever since they got the guns in their hands, they've made a couple of key plays, and they've held Property off many more rounds.
So that was actually one thing about the patch, right? Like, it's very great now that your gun won't go through the fence, like where we saw a player get spammed through, or it won't go through the little door when you're going to open the door.
Yep.
But now it makes those little corner spots so much more deadly, because all you have to do is look a little bit into the wall, and now your gun disappears. So before, where like your barrel was too long to completely conceal it, just because the corner you're hiding it wasn't long enough, now you can kind of exploit that a little bit. So you really got to check stuff nowadays in CSGO.
Well, which is unfortunate. I think in the first scenario, I think it's so great to patch out. It was so dumb to see plays busted just because your gun, like, it was a broken mechanic. But you're right, now you can cheat corners better as well. Hopefully we can find some type of happy balance between the two. But World Edit up close with the op inside the washroom, just dominating right now with 3 krills. Almost gets a 4th. Bondic will find it though, so not a big deal here. And I mean, this round is pretty much over.
World Edit simply taking a 1-kill position and turning it into a 3-kill position. You'd think you wouldn't really want to play there with an op, but he did. Sure. Robin starting to show us things. Oh, even hits the jump, which can be a bit tricky on the first try. And Markelov, you got to be a little bit more careful now. Another thing with the patch, hitboxes, jumping hitboxes, everything has been fixed up pretty nicely.
Still a difficult shot, but now it's at least possible.
Yeah, now you can actually hit it.
Yeah, it was before you just couldn't do it. Like I said, this update, people might be mad about the M4 a bit, but and obviously some FPS issues still need to be resolved, but that's just like a bug that needs to be fixed. And same with the crouch thing, which already was fixed. Yeah. So overall, the patch was so much for the better.
No, it's even better because now this stuff is actually, some stuff was like blatantly broken. Now I get to read new patch notes every night, and it's great. Ooh, a CSGO patch. Ooh, a CSGO patch. They're so frequent.
You go from no updates for a month to like 50.
Yeah, there's been like one every night for the last week. It's like Christmas morning.
Yeah, it's been definitely a cool change for the better here, and now we are going to see FlipSid Tactics really start edging out. They're going to force Property even onto a save. Now they do have that 1 op save by Robin. They will upgrade a few pistols here, but all in all, they're definitely really low on equipment value as Bondic and World Edit going to get aggressive again here inside the washroom. Blade is going to be over towards the B side at this time around, and World Edit immediately finding one there at the upper park.
Yeah, so Benji will take a fall here. Property with those 3 rounds, that might not be enough. Of course, still quite a bit of this half to play, but we have now seen 3 in a row since that CT economy has kind of stabilized. And Property, I mean, it's most likely 4 in a row, right? Robin is trying with this op that he did save, and of course that op that he saved puts him on $0, no money earned in World Edit. Wow, Robin has been trying to work that spot for a couple rounds now, and World Edit just straight up. I didn't see his perspective, but I'm assuming he kind of just pre-aimed towards that boost.
Yeah, I mean, he had a nice shot.
Or that was the nuttiest flick of his life.
Yeah, it's just back-to-back hat-trick rounds here from World Edit, so he's really, ever since he's been able to afford that op, he's just been destroying it. I don't know how Kaboo missed that shot. That was looked dead on to me, and now he's going to get pushed because of that miss, and Bondic will clean him up. So FlipSid Tactics have now won the last 4 rounds in a row, and World Edit has been a big part of some of these rounds with that op, just multi-fragging left and right, just doing a great job.
Oh, 6-3. Op on World Edit once again. Is it going to go for the hat trick of hat tricks, Dust? Is that
I was hoping you would.
Is that exhibit level of hat tricks? Yo, dog.
I heard you like hat tricks.
I heard you like hat tricks.
So let me hat trick your hat trick.
Exactly.
I don't know how.
While tricking out your hat.
Oh. If he was wearing a hat and we could see it.
If he wore a hat. Hiko wears a hat. Hiko played for World Edit. There you go. Let's all come together. Oh, I thought that was actually through the wall, but I think that was from behind. Berg had come in. So they go for the battle in the connector, and after the dust settles, it will be 3-on-3. That will be in favor of Team Property. And World Edit will have to kill everybody to hat trick the hat tricks.
He would indeed have to do so. And he is the one guy pretty much holding A by himself right now. We do see Benji getting a boost. Not the best way to boost to look at this spot, since there's a giant tree in your way. If you just come a little bit more forward, this would work out much better. But he does at least get the information, and he will now be able to set up a Molotov to try to make sure no one's there. As they are still going to try to hit into this B-bomb side, it seems. You see a couple staging up over at Long B as well, and there goes the Molotov to flush out the barrel, and here comes Property.
Right in response, though, that Molotov comes over, and they got one ready for the sandbag, so they can only come in with two. That's going to be Berg and Kaboom making their way up. Oh, you like nades? Here, have one. Throws it right in Davkost's face, but Markelov spraying down, lining it up through the smoke, running out of time now. They've got to get that bomb. He does, but Benji gets shot down, and World Edit hits his shot actually prior to that onto Berg, and the round will fall apart. Property with a good chance, but running out of time, and a really good Molotov, or incendiary in response there from Markelov.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. When it's getting down to like the last 15 seconds or so in the round and you see them throwing Molotovs at barrels, that's like a really key notifier that, okay, they're actually hitting this bomb site. And like you said, just really timing those incendiaries well to really kind of isolate players that are forcing them to take damage, and just all in all handling that round out well. But now Team Property, they're on just Tech 9s. They're going to get really, really pushy here very rapidly. They're trying to split B as fast as they can, and we'll see how it pans out.
Well, maybe pretty well. They've taken some damage, but Robin has found a double kill, both headshots, and he's pushed himself all the way here to below the window. Oh, but Davkos from behind. We'll find one assist on another. FlipSid still in a man-down position. Bondic with that M4 A1S. Oh, nice underwater sounds. They didn't stay on, though, so that's good for us. And now World Edit. He's having a whole lot of opportunities to hit these shots, but now we'll have to get out of the fire. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. Out of the fire, into the water. Let's go, World Edit. I don't think they did.
Nope. He landed in a really key spot to where his sound was muffled.
That bomb's got mechanical keys. He couldn't hear over punching in the numbers.
Yeah, using those blue switches, man.
Let's see. World Edit, 2 HP. Drops another incendiary. Kaboom was already in front of it, though. And, yeah, he should be good for it.
Yeah, just unfortunately he thought that incendiary would hold him off a little bit better. He already moved past it, so not going to have much of an effect. And so now we've seen Property finally put one on the board after losing 5 in a row and having a tough half overall. They've found another here. And money getting a little bit tight on FlipSid Tactics, to be honest. We've had a lot of closer rounds, I guess, lately. At least the last 2 have been quite close. So they're getting a little bit tight here. No op for World Edit. Blade on just the FAMAS, and they could even be forced to save next round if they lose this one. In fact, they definitely would be forced to save if they don't win this one. So this is an opportunity for Property to jump back into the game if they can secure this one.
They were looking almost down and out for a while, but they finally come away with that one. A few close rounds. If they win this, that could easily be the 6 rounds, and that's kind of where you want to be on the T side of Overpass, anywhere between 5 to 6. Maybe 4 as a bare minimum, but here's World Edit pushed up more aggressively and finally without an op for once.
Right. Does begin the fall back. However, he's getting a lot of information. People are here. Just continues to keep falling back. But Markelov finally catches Maffelin over on the sandbags. And he was so patient. Like, he saw that guy cross the sandbags and just kept his crosshair fixed there for like 20 seconds, waiting for that guy to finally cross back the construction. And he gets the kill. Now Bondic on some type of flanking maneuver here finds 2. And those are some key kills there.
And that's the power of the A1S being silenced, right? That's why it got nerfed, because that silencer in and of itself is such an advantage. You know, with an A4, he would not have got both of those kills.
Right. I think that might be one key thing a lot of people forget about when they're thinking about the balance of the 2 guns.
That's why
I think we're just so yeah.
Good luck, Berg.
But this is gonna gonna be a rough ride here. Might want to catch that train out of here.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna cue the Rough Riders music. That might get us a copyright suit.
Probably.
I'm gonna assume that Davkos was just running up the slope and took that shot because it kind of looked for a second like he just hit a jumping AK from across the map.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would think so. And Property misses out on the opportunity there to kind of capitalize on FlipSide Tactics' economy. And the bigger thing is that FlipSide lost no members that round, so no rebuying really either.
The opportunity.
Yeah, so that was really well done there from FlipSide Tactics. A great patience from Marklov to get that opening kill. Bondic, great play there with the M4 to get a couple. And now Property are the ones that have to take the save here, leading FlipSide to just keep building upon their lead on this CT side, which, like I said, ever since the gun rounds came out, they've been pretty effective.
Bondic will go down. Kaboom, finding that entry world edit. We'll get the trade. We'll smoke off the bathroom side, so he only has to watch what metas will sometimes call banana, which I actually really like for the outside of the bathrooms. And you get to say banana more, which is always fun in Counter-Strike. But we're let it. He found the one. Oh, Robin with a nice one. Takes off Blade. He was behind that sight box. Well, not behind it enough, apparently.
That's
As
huge.
he is taken out. Yeah, that's a big kill. About a little under a minute under the clock, and they'll take that bomb, and they're going to go back to that B site. Only Davkos is here, but he is in a good position with a disgusting AK.
Yeah, and he does see them at the door, so he's able to actually fall back into pit now. He's also going to get that quick rotation from A, since it's so easy to rotate as a CT. And now they've actually brought the bomb back upstairs since they've been noticed by Davkos.
Get juked!
No, maybe not. They just keep... They're not even really sure what they want to do here. They keep going back and forth on the stairs. Now it seems like they're eventually going to commit to this B bomb site hit, but they're just waiting it out a little bit longer, making FlipSide Tactics guess a little bit. But here comes that flash. Robin will slip in, but now this is definitely going to be the B hit.
Yeah, so Davkos will fall. Bomb to be planted. I mean, it's doable. It is Markelov and World Edit. World Edit will start off. You can hear the op ringing out. Moff will fall 2-on-2, but Berg in a good spot. Flash, World Edit blinded himself here. But even still, in some of that confusion, will jump out. Oh, no!
Oh, man. It was one of those moments
I wasn't sure if he saw him or not because we had X-ray on, but he was so kind of hidden when he was jumping out.
It was in that moment that World Edit knew he had fucked up. Like, he jumped out. He's like, yeah, I need to jump out. I need to get in the sight. And the dude just sitting in the corner. And you could tell World Edit spotted him while he was in midair. And that was just that, oh, no moment. Like, it's just slow motion as you're raining down. And then, yeah, he just couldn't find the kill. And there you have it.
We've got in our one F word in our PG-13 class.
Yep, we get one. We're still good. That was the perfect time to use it, too.
Best rating.
That was definitely the appropriate time to use it, though, I felt like.
I don't know what Europe's ratings are. Maybe like NC-17 or something? I don't know. I have no idea. Is that a rating? It sounds like it might be a rating. Here we go. So that was a big round for Property. To be able to win that gets them to 5. That broke FlipSide's money. This will get Property up to 6, and that puts them in fighting shape when they switch sides. I mean, maybe even a chance 4-7. They'll have another rifle round after this. But the way the rifle rounds have been going, you would kind of expect FlipSide to be able to grab the last one. And their money is not that bad. Like Markelov, even though he bought a P250 on this round, or a Deagle, whatever, still has 5K. And even Bondic might just be able to save an AK. That would be huge.
Nah, gets caught there by Robin, but Markelov slipping in the truck with that Deagle almost makes a play. Gets caught, however, so Property will in fact secure this round. And for a moment there, you really felt FlipSide Tactics were about to roll out the big CT half, but Property have now won the last 2 rounds in a row, the last 3 of 4, and those have been the real key rounds of this game to climb back into it. Those were so key. And it's crazy how some of the situations played out. A couple of one-on-ones that FlipSide Tactics lost were really probably one of the biggest factors.
Indeed. And I mean, it's pretty impressive here to see Property put up a half like this. I would have not have expected it. I expected a little more so after what we saw on Inferno. And we already kind of went over these teams' results. No one with too crazy results. The best one for Property is, what, a double OT, or depending on the OT rules, maybe just 1. They beat Vexed, which is the former E-Battle here on Overpass, and FlipSide with the win over SK. But, I mean, SK not really the strongest of teams.
Yeah.
Probably on
Definitely.
par with E-Battle, I would say, right?
Right. Yeah, probably so. As we are going to see Property working themselves here into this B bomb side. Davkos has found the first kill with the FAMAS over at Long B. They're again boosting up this player on top of the door. They just kind of leave him there to later on throw that.
Man, that tree is so dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do a boost like this, but not do it from there.
Can
you
they do jump get the kill over? Oh no, that's way too far.
He gets 2 kills from that spot, though, so, you know, shrubbery or not in his way, it doesn't seem to affect him too much there.
Bring me a shrubbery!
I mean, Davkos just keeps doing work, though, over at Long B. He's been able to remain alive throughout this entire process, and even though Property keep gaining a little bit of an advantage, he keeps shutting them right back down.
Here's Bondic from on top of the stairs. He will bring down Benji. He'll have to have spotted that bomb as well, so they've got that intel, but not really in a position where he can hold it low HP. Actually, Davkos with the 100. He will peek out in towards construction and find Moth. And the good half already coming out. They've run out of time.
No matter what, time has run out here. So FlipSid Tactics will get it 9-6, but still a pretty decent showing from Property on the terror side, especially within like the last 5 or 6 rounds, winning 4 of those. That was definitely key. And, you know, now they're on the CT side. They can win pistol. They're right back into this thing. You know, it's right back into a game. So there's still a hope for them to maybe tie this thing up.
Yeah, I mean, this is how the map should play out, right? You would think. About 9 rounds to the CT, 6 to the terrorists. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, what do you think? You going 10-5?
Probably, but 6 makes sense. I think there's actually, like, every time that they've restructured this A bomb site, it's gotten a little bit more balanced.
Yeah, of course.
And I think, like, this map used to be super CT sided, and now I think it's gotten to a point where, I mean, there's so much open space at A to work with as terrorists, and the fact that you don't even have to really penetrate deep into the site and deal with some of the players holding some angles with good smokes and stuff like that, and then you plant for bathrooms and you have so much open space to work with to hold off retakes that way. I think it's still pretty decently balanced. So maybe 6 is kind of the appropriate number for T side now on this map.
Yeah, I don't really mind overpass at all anymore. I resisted it relentlessly for a very long time, hating all things that are new. And the fact that it did kind of it honestly sucked when it first came out. But
I thought it had the most potential
turned into
between
a pretty good
it
map.
and Cobblestone. But Cobblestone's also made some really huge strides.
One could argue that it's not really Cobble anymore, but yeah, I agree. The Cobble in its current form is pretty fun.
I remember we all hated it when they first got introduced. That was the very first major, was it not? DreamHack Winter 2013, whenever. So it's come a long way in 2 years, or however long exactly that is.
So Robin with the first kill of the round. He'll bring down Blade. Davkos with the second to find Kaboom. That evens it up to a 4-on-4 nades going over into the A site. Robin pretty low because of that. Benji over towards Truck, but it's the one area that's not smoked off. So FlipSid have their crosshairs right on top of it. Benji unable to do anything. And oh no, both of them caught on reload and only one of them blind. Berg falls back to the bank. Robin kind of pushing out alone. World Edit and Davkos. He will deal with Davkos. World Edit from Long. Is he good for another? He is. And Markelov over towards the bathrooms will find Moth. So that is 10-6.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I don't think Cobble and Overpass came in DreamHack 2013.
Yeah, 13 sounds way too early.
It was like the third Valve major, like after the first Katowice, I think.
I wasn't really on the CS:GO scene in 2013.
I think it was Cologne 2014 is when they got introduced.
That sounds about right. And then obviously, I mean, whatever it was the DreamHack, right? That had the boost. Olaf pass.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was a DreamHack. I just don't know which one. There's so many.
I don't know.
So this round, we got World Edit. Chillin'. It's got the pistol version of the op. We'll be looking for that op apparently very early. We saw him do this on the CT side as well. Mac 10 for Bondic, so he can be the recon player, go out and scout, try to figure out where these force buying CTs are, and probably take some down with them. And wow, there you have it. World Edit with the drive-by over at Long, and I think was that Bondic out towards Fountain that found that first kill.
Right. So, I mean, here, FlipSid Tactics winning the pistol, following up what looks to be the second round of the half, and really holding off Property from being able to tie up the game, despite the fact that Property really started to get their act together there towards the end of the first half to make this a close game. But now, FlipSid spacing it back out, but Benji, or excuse me, not Benji, who is that over there in the corner next to bathrooms? He has a good chance to surprise someone.
Oh, here's Benji back in bank. He's shot and pretty much given his position away. Davkos will be able to take him out. That was Moth, I think, that you were referring to. From behind there with the CZ kind of struggling, and he'll look to save that and the armor going into the next round, just to give them a little bit more, since they will be going for a full eco, and I wonder what they'll try to do. Oh, he's thinking about picking up the wrench. What is this?
And so, I mean, FlipSid going up now 11-6. So
Can you do this?
do what? I don't think
that's
so.
possible.
I don't think it is.
Maybe it is.
I
mean,
he just thought it out and it's like,
I've seen players try this before, though, is what I'm kind of getting at.
I don't really know how it would be of benefit.
Oh, it's possible. What do you mean of benefit? No one's going to check that.
I mean,
Well, if they come from above,
no one's
you're
going to check
screwed.
the ladder in general, probably. And if they did, they'd still see you there.
Yeah, but you can't shoot on a ladder. That was cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
I'll give him 8 of 10.
I had never seen that before, so.
I've seen people try, but I never saw it work.
Okay.
And I kind of thought what you thought, like, oh, he just noticed this, he's gonna try to do this. But you know, upon
Right.
seeing it again, I'm like, maybe this does work, and he hits it. So now we know. The more you know.
Rainbows everywhere. The more you know. FlipSid Tactics are looking to extend their lead even further. Just this one CZ and head armor here on Muffleton is really all that Property have here, as they will be pushing pretty heavy at B. The F-Cost set up for it, however, begins to fall back. Here's all this noise as well, so now they'll just take the bomb to A soon, I would think. But it's dropped so far back, they can't really get to it in time to really hit A. And now look at this. Markelov's like, oh snap, I can't really safely grab this bomb.
Yeah, Bondic with that MAC-10 though will get a kill and pick up quite a bit of money for himself because of it. The bomb has been safely secured, and we'll go back out towards Fountain and into the A site. CT is making that rotate. Well, one of them making the rotation. Kaboom is going to want to try to hold on to that AK-47, and Benji is just doing some laundry.
Is he now? I feel like he's not going to have much luck, as he is pretty far away from any type of power source.
Or water.
Well, there's water, but he'd have to like manually get
the dirty water off of the ground.
Yeah.
You better have some strong detergent if you're going to use that washing machine.
Sure.
Nice kill.
Yeah, Kaboom holding on to this AK for now, but now FlipSid knows where he is, and they begin to close in on him here. Bondic will be the next one to take a stab at it. He's got just the MAC-10, so worth the shot here as he does creep up, but Markelov will just finish him off instead. So nothing saved. The AK gets recycled there from Bondic, so 3 AKs moving into the next round for FlipSid with only 2 rebuys being needed, one of which will be used to get World Edit and Op. And here's our first rifle round in the second half to see what Property can do on their CT side now that they have guns in their hands. This is a really, really big round. If you don't win this one, I mean, FlipSid just goes up to 14. They're just a couple away from the victory at that point. So this is big for Property. They need this one.
Yeah, 3 in a row is not the way they wanted to start this off. And already, I mean, looking at the first pistol, getting the first pistol in the second round for FlipSid, and now 3 in a row here on the second half. Those are like 5 of the 6 early rounds that you want. And even that, statistically, would say that FlipSid should be okay to take this. And I don't know. This is the first rifle. We'll see what their T-side is all about here. Or if Property won't be able to stand up. They've also got a couple A1Ss. I like the mix. I think this is like the appropriate mix now. 2 A1Ss and 3 A4s. And I think that's kind of what Valve always wanted, right? Like, to have them both be used.
Right. I don't know.
Maybe they should let us buy them both at the same time.
Yeah, but if they were both in the buy menu, that'd be cool. But then, what would you do? Would you have to swap out like a FAMAS or something to bring it in? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I think... I don't know.
Just have to add a whole extra space to the buy menu.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just going to bind it to my numpad as another number through console.
Right.
There's Bondic at Sandbags. He'll bring down Benji. Moth. Oh, he gets so Oh, flash! He thought for sure he was going to get that kill on Davkos, no problem. But that flash came in and changed everything. Davkos going to get another now. Markelov towards construction, stopping them coming out that blue door. It's Berg left in a 1 versus 3, and World did it with the upshot. The first rifle round goes away at FlipSid. That's 4 in a row. Property in a tough spot.
Yeah, really well done for FlipSid. And yeah, Property obviously can take the save, but the other thing is just the price between the two. It's only $100 difference, right?
It's
so
the same now.
For 3,100.
No,
they decreased it back in this last patch. That was the whole thing. They decreased the price back down to $3,100 this last patch.
That's what I'm saying. They're the same now. Right? Or am I crazy?
I think the Silencing 4 is $100 cheaper than the...
No, I think they're the same.
Okay. Maybe I am mistaken.
Because it was a...
Which makes sense, because it didn't even matter that it was $100 different, in my opinion. Because nothing even costs $100 in this game except for 2 decoy grenades, right? You can't even buy a flashbang difference. So I think it makes sense that they're just saying the same price, because $100 was negligible in my opinion anyway.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they are 100 off still.
Whatever.
The other way. I don't know. Either way.
Don't matter.
I should be able to buy them both. I should be able to buy every gun in the game whenever I want it.
That, or you should just be able to access your inventory every so often or something to swap them out. If you wanted to.
He wanted to. All right, Bonnet coming down the stairs. Trying to find Moth in the corner. Oh, wow. Somehow he gets out. Busts out one side towards the long hallway. Got a player at the door. Going to come in and help out as well. Robin might be able to get both of these guys. Will be able to get both of these guys. The shot on the Bonnet.
Both ran out of
very,
bullets at
very
the
nice.
same time. That's so unfortunate. They both had to reload at the exact same time. And so he gets off 2 kills and gets the bomb down. Blade is able to pick it up because this CT Robin actually falls for the AK and just goes towards the ladder. So he concedes the bomb, but he might still be able to get this flank off. And Benji already waiting for him in the site.
Yes. Oh, the fire. They might have heard it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Benji's dead now. Blade is the one who did it in World Edit. Time was getting low. Bomb would have been down, but World had hit the shot prior to that. 2K for him. He's been really good with the op here on Overpass. Something I kind of wanted to talk about, but never really had to, because instead of us highlighting it, World Edit kind of just highlighted himself almost immediately.
Right on. So now we just have FlipSid Tactics a couple of rounds away from victory here. They did win Inferno in a overtime. Now we're on Overpass, where they have seemed to be a lot more dominant. It doesn't seem like we're going to need to go that far this time around. Unless Property can come up big this round. This is kind of their last full-on rifle round. But Davkos is going to catch the aggression from Benji over on short B. And this is going to give FlipSid a 1-man advantage here. As we do see a lot of their forces, though, up towards A. And Davkos does finally get caught. And Berg catching Blade. So now the roles have reversed. It's now Property a man up.
Yeah, nicely done from Property, able to get those shots and keep themselves with the man advantage. So the bomb is down. Terrace kind of spreading out all over towards A. Gonna still try to work into this A site. It will be World Edit to move up long. He's hoping to find a pick here onto Berg, hoping the CTs will maybe get a bit curious and decide to peek long, but seems like Berg is pretty content to just sit back there and bank. Will jump might have even spotted World Edit. I would have to I would have to give Berg the edge here if World Edit just keeps on walking along. Yeah, and actually ends
the nade out.
Yeah, even if he had the op, I don't know. That would have been tough. Berg will hit that shot. Bondic now in the 2v4 that him and Markelov are faced with. He's trying to get into that A site. Oh my gosh, so many grenades.
Yeah, the nades have been king here, either with FlipSid having them out at the wrong time or the way Property used theirs. Either way, just a very dominant round. It looked rough at first with Davkos getting that initial pick over on the B side of the map, but he got quickly traded. And then we did see Berg with his op put it to work there on the A side of the map up the long A stretch. So really well done in combination between those two. They really, really flipped that round on its head. So FlipSid Tactics, though, still plenty of money to buy here. Well, that it still has his op. They are putting a lot of numbers over at B pretty quickly. Just Markelov kind of lurking at stairs. Everyone else just working B. Getting a lot into construction. Might even boost World Edit with this op to look for a pick or something, I guess.
I mean, they've liked this boost on top of the door. Or was that Property that was doing that?
That was the other team.
Yeah, that was Property.
They're doing a different boost.
Yeah.
There's so many boosts on this B side from
anywhere.
both sides of the map. I mean,
this is definitely the more common one. But you can only see people at, like at the barrels or if someone's up on that ledge. Other than that,
right.
I mean, Benji might move up. Well, no one's going to move there now. The Molotov will go in. Bondik sees it, so they know that they won't have to clear out the barrels. Robin almost jumping to be spotted, and I mean, if he was spotted, with the way the hitboxes work now with jumping, Bondik probably would have got that shot.
Right now, FlipSid are starting to work out Long B. Now they're starting to lead the way. Moffel is sitting here with the M4 up close, but he's getting pressure from Sandbags. But a nice flash comes in, but Warlet still finds the pick. And Bondik chiming in as well. And FlipSid are going to make their way inside this fight now. They're overwhelming Property. Wow, it's so quick how this played out.
Oh, for a sec, I thought everyone was dead. Berg still alive. 1v4. Looking, I don't even. Where is he? Oh, whoa, he's all the way back in Connector. Markelos probably thinking the same thing. Where was that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. Like when you flip to someone's perspective and they're just sitting behind a smoke and that's all you really see, you're like, I wonder where this guy is. I guess I could have just checked minimap and that would have.
Yeah, I was, but it confuses me sometimes on Overpass.
All right, so he's just trying to save this op here. I guess he should be able to, unless he does get picked up on.
They're above him though, so yeah.
Yeah, just walks right by. So it is still FlipSid Tactics though at map point and match point as well for the W here. See if they can get it done.
Well, let's look at the round for Property. What can they put into it? I mean, we know that the op is on the ground. Who's gonna take? Okay, he'll pick it up. So Berg with the op. 20 and 15. Berg, I will say, I mean, kind of tag him as a player that can show up and be that star, but is somewhat inconsistent. He has done really well here on 2 maps in a row, so he can at least be happy. I mean, even with the loss, as close as it was, Property can probably be, at least on Inferno, pretty happy with how they played. I don't know what they really think of themselves, what the morale is over at Property, but coming into this, I don't know how realistic are they, right? Do they think that they can win this? Are they just super confident? And that's what drives them, or do they come in with this realistic, like, let's just try to play our best game that we can against FlipSid, and maybe we'll win a map? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Property has always been in a tough spot because, again, it seems like it's just always been the landing place of Sweden's rejects that didn't make it on the other top teams in Sweden. And then as soon as the next best opportunity presents itself, they immediately lose a lot of their talent to other teams. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it has hurt them.
They're probably one of the most unstable teams in our European Pro League for that very reason, through season in and season out. But they make do the best they can with what they have, and they were competitive today against FlipSid Tactics, but unfortunately, this will be their 5th loss of the season with only 1 win, and I think they have 3 ties, so they've certainly had a rough season with all those, I guess, roster instability problems that have plagued them over the past few months, or most of this year, really. FlipSid Tactics, a team you always thought should win, had a little bit of a tougher time than we expected on Inferno, but they got the job done on Overpass pretty cleanly. And that's going to be it for Europe. But we do have a North American game taking place in about 1 hour. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time. It will be Coast, which is the former Orglis, the former Lunatic, taking on Complexity. So be on the lookout for that. Like we said, in about an hour. But, I mean, Joey, do you have any final thoughts or words before we take that hour-long break until NA?
Well, I'm actually done for EU. I got to go move a house. That's going to be a lot of fun. That was closer than I thought it was. I'm moving, so I got to go move stuff. I don't know who's helping you with NA tonight.
Oh, I'm not casting tonight.
Oh,
either.
So you're done too. You made it sound like we were coming back. I didn't want to confuse the viewers.
No, I think it's later and misled. Yeah, I'm not sure who's producing that.
And just to clarify, that's misled 138. I think it's very upset when we add on the 138. So there you go. Hopefully he sees this. But closer than I thought it would be for Property on Inferno. I mean, we've seen them play Inferno and do okay. I think they had a couple games against EFrag, which were somewhat close. But I expected FlipSid to be a bit more dominating than they were, so maybe that worries me a bit. I thought FlipSid, when they first started off the season, were playing in through the pro placements, where they had to play Hellraisers quite a bit and some best of threes. Like, they were looking really good with Dafkos as the main op. They've since switched that around. World Edit. It wasn't quite all there on Inferno, but once you got over to Overpass, you're like, this is the World Edit. that I've come to expect. Hitting all those op shots. He almost had 3 triple kills 3 rounds in a row. The hat trick of the hat tricks, as we were saying. But I don't know.
Right.
Well played. FlipSid still get their points, and that's all that really matters now. Property can hopefully be proud of the way they played on Inferno and maybe go to work on Overpass. Team Coast vs. Complexity coming up tonight here for the CEVO MLG Pro League Season 8. Stay tuned for that, but myself, Dust, and Helium here. Myself, Dust? I'm not Dust. Myself, Helium, and Dust here. We're done for the day, as clearly we're not sane enough to be casting. So we'll see you next time. Peace.